Good morning. 7:30 on the dot. Out and about in the Scottish Highlands. I drove up last night. Got up here after dark and dropped into this lay-by in the roof tent with a plan to go adventuring today. Right, all ready to go. The forecast today is meant to be reasonable here with sunny periods and no rain, but I've come prepared for everything. I've just got to walk out of this lay-by and figure out whereabouts the route starts, and then once we get going I'll tell you a little bit more about my plans for the rest of the day. So as mentioned, I came up last night and parked in the lay-by, and I think, don't kill me if I get the pronunciation wrong, alright, Loch Cloarney, and just further up there's the Cloarney Inn, and this road all goes up to the Kyles of Lochhalsh and then over to Skye, which I'm not too far from. And the idea today was, number one, find reasonably bright skies, which for the most I appear to have, a dry forecast, and the opportunity to have a wander over a couple of these Highland hills. And so far so good. It's ridiculously warm and I'm not complaining. It's been a very, very generous November so far. I'm going to plod on a little bit longer, probably on about halfway in elevation now, 1500 feet. So same again to do, and a little bit of steep elevation. I think there's some boulders as well that we need to climb over. And then when we get closer to the top, we'll have a look around. There's some lovely wildlife, I don't mind telling you. There's lots of deer kicking about, and there are a couple of large birds in the sky. I don't know which one of the two, golden or white-tailed, they were, but they were a pair and they were very big, and if I get the chance to get them on the film, I will. So before I mist up, I'm going to head on a little bit further. Welcome back. Just 2,600 feet now, and I was hoping for clear tops, but it's not looking too promising. But there's a bit to go yet. It can change. It's looking a little higher over there, so there is the potential for this to move, isn't there? But so far so good. It's been a very gentle climb. It's not been very difficult at all, which is good. But I'm going to crack on a little bit more because I'm starting to get a bit cool now, and fingers crossed these tops clearer. Well, that's nice. I've nearly got lost a couple of times back there because I hit like a rocky top and lost the path loads of times in the clag. But as you can see, I'm just about getting close to the top of it now, and getting these fantastic views. So I've got this, oh, it's just disappearing. I've got this top up here to do, and then with a bit of luck it'll be nice and clear and I can have a break. Well, we've struck lucky with that, haven't we? That's good. That was a chap I was talking to out of Inverness, who's I think he says he's on his second time round the Munros, and Jock's, so this is Jock's 52nd Munro, and he's going to go on and do his 53rd in a minute, and I'll be following them soon. But first I'm going to have, well, what should I have? Should I have a Scotch egg or should I have a pork pie? I'm hoping the wind will drop a little bit and see if I can get the drone up. It looked quite spectacular, but it's very windy. It is a beautiful area. There's another, I think there's another 3 or 4, maybe in 5 Munros over the road, which I'll do one day, but beautiful landscape. Pork pie and watered, all good. Don't know if you can hear me. Right, so the next one is that one over there, so we're going to drop down here and follow Jock out to that one. So it's an out and back, and then we drop back down to the return home. So this is the 3rd hill of the day. So up to the top of the 3rd Munro now, and this is the outlier, and so that's the hill that we've just come from probably 30 minutes ago, and then you drop down to this one, tag this one, and then back on yourself and all that kind of stuff. So the actual wind's dropped right down now, which is favourable, so I'm going to go back up there and then I put the drone up, I think, and see if we can get some amazing sun footage before we make our way back down to the car park. It's perfect. That's Andy and Jock, and they're just on the way. We've kind of been tagging each other backwards and forwards throughout the trip. But it's completely different now, isn't it? I mean, the mists have gone and the wind's dropped. It's warmed right up. It really is a spectacular part of the world. I look forward to coming back again. Steady walk back now, so we've got to climb back up the flanks of that. I don't think we go right to the top, because I think you can bypass the summit and then it kind of goes round on a circular and then eventually drops you back down onto the path that I used on the way out. Back over the top and picking my way down now. That little extra hill made all the difference, didn't it? It kept us up here a little longer, and that bit of extra time allowed all the mist to clear, so a bit of a bonus. I can just about get my first views of Loch Cluani now, if that's how you say it. But I'm going to ponder on a bit further down here, and there's not many sounds, it's only the wind, or me, so we'll show you some of the sights.
Through all the snow in these northern skies, and all them crows with their strange mournful cries, the lows, and the grand soaring highs, I'll be kind to you the rest of my days. Through all them shadowy barbed wire streets.
By gum, that looks tempting. That were hard work coming down off the hill then. Oh, do you know, I'm too smug for my own good, you know. I was sort of at top chatting with Andy and Jock and saying it's been gentle as me on my legs and my feet as these few hills, and off he strode into the distance, and my God, I suffered for my complacency. Very, very steep, very, very wet. Oh, anyway, I'm just going to cross this burn now, and without falling in, although it won't be too bad. And then we march back on the old coffin road or military road or whatever it is. Nice. Well, I was hoping to get back with a little bit of sun left in the sky so I could, you know, chill out in the last few rays of the day, have a tin of beer, that kind of thing, but it's gone. It's gone. I set off and it wasn't here, and I've come back and it's gone. But thankfully it did show itself, and that is something to be grateful for. But the good news is I'm nearly back at the car park, so I can get these boots off and give these poorly feet a rest. Oh, my left foot is so sore, it's complaining like heck. Anyway, we'll get it off and have a nice glass or tin or flask of something reviving. See you back at the car. Well, back and changed now, feeling a little bit more alive. Scotch egg time. So they were good, weren't they? And excuse me, it was lovely when the sun came out, wasn't it? And the views were epic. It was nice to meet Andy and Jock. We kind of yo-yoed past each other a couple of times, and he was much quicker and fitter than me, was Andy. But he liked to stop quite a lot, so I kept catching up with him and having a natter with him. But good, apart from that last couple of miles off that hill and that descent, It was an absolute delight. Back in a bit.
Junction 6. It's an accident there.
Oh, sorry, give me a second. How are you keeping? Miles away then for a second. Well, I'm relaxed now, as you can tell, listening to music, and we've got a bit of mood going on in the TentBox tonight, which is excellent. Nearly 8:30, and to be honest, I'm kind of getting a bit tired now. I'm all fed and watered and all that kind of stuff. I'm just enjoying a little bit of whiskey. Shout out to PMac. You know who you are, PMac. You very, very kindly gifted me a bottle of whiskey yesterday, and I've got a wee dram of Glenfiddich in there tonight, which is very nice. Thank you, Paul. And well, what a great 3 hills they were. They were fantastic. Well, they didn't get off to the bestest of starts with the clag and all that kind of stuff, and it wasn't expected, but it turned out to be absolutely brilliant. And meeting Andy and that wonderful dog Jock, and I'm not a dog person, but Jock was a fine representative of its species, and I hope Jock goes on to bag as many Munros as he possibly can. But I'm about done now. It's been a great camp. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. TentBox is coming to its own again tonight. It's so versatile and affordable, which is the main thing. Right, enough of this waffling. I'm thinking that my weariness and the alcohol are starting to take over each other, so I'm going to leave it here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have, we need a thumbs up. Thanks to Paul for the wee dram, and well, see you all in the next one. Bye for the now.